Do you need to confuse your muscles to force them to grow? And is it necessary to change exercises every single workout in order to pack on muscle mass? Hell no. And in this 3-Minute Thursday episode, I'll tell you why. So let's put 3 minutes on the clock and let me explain. Muscle confusion is the idea that confusing your muscles is what makes you gain muscle and strength. It's the idea that changing exercises all the time and doing different workouts each time you hit the gym will prevent you from hitting a plateau, so you can keep progressing and progressing. And this concept is further promoted by fitness influencers who post different workouts on almost a daily basis. Subconsciously, this pushes the notion that doing random workouts and exchanging exercises all the time is a good thing, or at least not a bad one. So then, why do I think that muscle soreness is just complete nonsense and useless for muscle growth? First of all, it's not like your muscles have a brain and can actually get confused. They don't think, oh shit, last time we did normal biceps curls, but now we're doing preacher curls, so I better put on some more muscle mass and do that very fast. That's just not how things happen. The only thing your muscles know, in lack of a better term for it, is that they're contracting and relaxing, and they can sense how much tension is put on them. In other words, how close you are training to failure. And the second reason why muscle confusion is just bullshit is because progressive overload is probably one of the most important factors for muscle growth. But when you switch exercises all the time, how can you progressively overload? How can you add more weight or add more reps if you do the exercise only once a month? Taking a step back even further, how do you know which weight to pick in the first place when you last did that exercise 5 or 6 weeks ago? The answer is you probably don't, which means that you either train too light and don't get enough stimulus to trigger muscle growth, or you train too heavy and you risk injury. So to sum it up, if you want to build muscle mass, I recommend confusing your muscles with adding more weight or adding more reps, and not by switching up exercises all the time. However, there are 3 reasons when switching up exercises from week to week is perfectly fine. Number 1, when you are working out just for fun. When your training goal is simply enjoyment, then by all means do whatever exercises that you like and switch them up as often as you like if that's what makes you happy. Number 2, when you are on vacation or when you test out a new gym, because these gyms might not have all the equipment that you need, or they might have new machines that you've never seen before and want to try out. And in these cases, it's perfectly okay to just improvise and adapt your workout to that new environment. And number 3, when you are training with a training buddy once in a while. That goes into the enjoyment factor. When you're training with your buddy, then you're primarily there to enjoy time with your friend. So you'd rather just enjoy that instead of worrying about sticking exactly to your normal workout routine. Okay, so far we've only talked about why changing exercises is not that great, at least not when doing it on a regular basis. Which leaves the question, how often exactly should you exchange exercises or switch workout routines? Well, I see it that way. Ideally, you should stick to the same workout routine for as long as possible. So switch exercises when you don't make any more progress on that specific exercise, or when you can't do it anymore, be that because of injury or because you no longer have access to a certain piece of equipment. Similarly, I have 2 reasons why I might change my entire workout routine. First, when I'm kind of forced to do so because of external factors, such as starting a new job and having less time. And second, honestly, just when I'm getting bored after some time. On that note, if you're someone who easily gets bored but still wants to make gains, then I would recommend to keep your compound exercises the same for at least 6 to 8 weeks, and to keep your isolation exercises the same for a minimum of 4 weeks. That way you can still improve your technique and progressively overload the exercise before moving on to a different one. Okay, but that was it. It's getting slightly longer again. I'm spotting a certain trend and I will do my best to cut it a bit shorter next time. Regardless, if you enjoyed this video and learned something new today, then please leave me a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!